Let's make some 2-ingredient potato flatbread. First, you want to add your chopped peeled potatoes to a pot of salted boiling water. Here I have a combination of sweet potato and white potato. You can just use sweet potato to make sweet potato flatbread, or you can just use white potato as you like. Then you're going to mash the potato with the flour together. Alternatively, you could also mash the potato separately and then add the flour to that. That's probably an easier way, but I just did it this way because that's just life. And after you've done that, you're going to knead your bowl until it's a nice smooth bowl. This can happen for about 5 to 10 minutes. It's not necessarily necessary, but I do think it does improve the texture of the flatbread. But then again, what's nice about this recipe is that if you don't have that much time, you can skip out the kneading step completely and the resting step, which is what should happen after you've kneaded it for some time. You're going to let your bowl rest for about 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how much time you have on hand, just so that it can spring up and relax the gluten so that it's easier to handle and roll out when you're ready. Otherwise, this is unnecessary, like I said. When you're ready, you're going to divide your bowl into 8 to 10 pieces, depending on how big you want them. Mine made exactly 8 pieces, and you're going to roll it out into a flat disc as big as your pan can allow. I have a very small pan, which ended up being the perfect size for my flatbreads. And I fried mine up with a little bit of butter, but since it's non-stick, if you're trying to do no oil, you don't have to use oil, but I do recommend using butter or olive oil, but mostly butter, because it does add a delicious flavor dimension to these, but they're already delicious on their own. But anyway, these are your flatbreads. You can have them savory with my crispy battered mushrooms, kind of like a chicken wrap. Very delicious, very addictive. I will be posting the recipe for this deliciousness later on, or you can have them plain if you like. I definitely had 1 or 2 plain while I was cooking them, and they were delicious, I must say. You can have them plain with some butter, make them into a tortilla like this and make a delicious wrap. You can have them with a curry. You can have them sweet with cinnamon and sugar. You can eat it on its own. It doesn't matter, just enjoy.